What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video, and this is going to be a special one, a two-parter for you guys. It is going to be on the OneHive Prime scrimmage that we had. It wasn't exactly OneHive versus OneHive Prime. There was some mixing to make the weights work, but more than not was OneHive versus Prime, and very, very close war, as you can see. Before we get started, I want to make a quick announcement that I am leaving this week to go to California to Super Evil Megacorp, the makers of Vainglory, and hang out there with the devs and all of that stuff at their headquarters. So Wednesday night's my last night to record, so you guys are probably going to have to get by with just one of each type video a day for the most of this week. If I get enough of them pre-recorded, I'll give you some twofers, but it's going to be tough because that's a lot of days away, so I'm going to do my best for you guys. But in the meantime, just bear with me, and if it's just one a day, try to make do. All right. Coming at the war here, it was epic. It really, really was. 1 star, and you can see right there's what it was. They did not actually 2-star Crispy Crunch, and that was what determined the 1 star there. So very, very close war. There was a Town Hall 10 3-star on each side, but at both sides it was a Town Hall 11 dipping down to get it. So the Town Hall 10s held up pretty well, and then obviously all the 9s were cleaned up on both sides. So we won't spend a lot of time on that. But on our side, you see we did get the 2-star on the 11 there. Still got the 3-star on their bottom, which was actually Plow over there. But it was our Crispy Crunch, our number 1 coming down to get it. And then all the 3-stars there. So you're not going to get any Town Hall 10 action on these videos, unfortunately. But I feel like I've been giving you guys way more than we ever have, and I will continue to do so. But again, it's going to be a 2-parter. This time it's going to be the attacks from the OneHive side, and then tomorrow you're going to get to see the attacks from the Prime side. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Let's get started right away. Blue taking out their number 6 Cheddar Honcho, and this is 9.5. So coming at this with just a regular Town Hall 9 attack, taking it out with a Go Vaho, which I really like, obviously. Coming in from the top with golems, wizards, create that funnel. I like that he drops that 1 Valk there just to get in between those 2 buildings and clear that trash even that much quicker. Wall breakers open everything up. The king starts going in, and here come all of those Valks. I think he had 10 Valks. Huge number of Valks for an attack, honestly. Puts the jump down. No need for a heal here. They're not taking that much damage. Valks are very, very tanky, and the golem is taking most of the heat anyways. So as I get into the core here and the CC troops start coming out, now it's time to make a move. Drops that poison down for those CC troops. You see that most of his Valks still doing really, really good. The fact that it's a Lava Hound and he's keeping his queen away from that, I like that. Just don't even send her in there. You know, there's no wizards in there. Nothing's going to bust that Lava Hound. The queen's and the wizards on the outside, just sort of walking around. You get the heal right there as they start to engage the enemy queen. Just get them healed back up. The king's in there, use that ability. Everything is going down. The queen's getting a lot of value over there. You see he kept that 1 giant out in front, and now she's just now taking damage. Still has her ability. A few of the hogs coming in on the left side there, just on the flank from the CC troops. But again, look at that Lava Hound. He's way over half health still, just completely ignoring it, sort of taking the teeth away from that whole CC when you do it like that. You just keep your queen and your wizards away from the Lava Hound. Drop that last heal for his hogs there. Is a single bomb there. They get healed back up. There's a few skeletons chasing, and 1 more defense, and that is going to be that. It still has a giant there. He releases at the end. Beautiful attack by Blue Proud. Really, really nice. Again, those Town Hall 10s, Town Hall 9.5s, they're tricky. I mean, they are. There's an extra bomb. There's a lot of things going on there that make it a little bit harder than a regular Town Hall 9 attack, so excellent job there. All right, moving down just 1 spot. Let's check out our Thorough, taking out their number 7 Peter. And guys, I was shocked how many actual Pentalaloons I saw in this war. I guess it's one of those things when you're constantly, trying to get that queen separate and defend against Golaloon and defend against Zapquake Laloon and all the things that we see now. Sometimes you go too far, and it opens you up to these Penta attacks, which are still very, very much viable. Just coming at the queen right here. You see that 1 minion down there just to create that funnel, push everything up in there. The king down. And then with that jump, he's going to go in and start attacking that cannon. When that happens, the queen's going to lock on, and it is going to be all over for her. So right there, uses both abilities, the king and the queen. Takes it all out. You see a Lava Hound in the CC. Doesn't matter. For a Laloon attack, guys, that means nothing. It's going to take your queen out eventually, or, possibly. But actually, the Lava Hound went with the king and sort of focused on that for a good long while he's deploying his Lava Hounds, deploying his balloons, and all haste spells. I mean, just 7 haste spells in this attack. Unbelievable. the one jump and the rest haste. Again, we don't need that extra damage. All you need is those balloons to move very, very quickly, which is what 7 haste spells will do for you. So right there, the Lava Hound his Lava Hound explodes. The Lava Hound is locked onto the Queen over here, so it will explode eventually. But right there, more balloons just sort of staggering, working that clockwise motion around this base, dropping hounds in as needed, dropping more loons in as needed. He's still got 7 loons in the back, guys. Unbelievable. So right there, the Queen finally does bust the hound, and she goes down because of it. A lot of the pups get taken out, but there is a few, I think, that remain here. Yeah, a couple of actually get through there. But look how patient he's being with these balloons and these haste spells, just keeping everything moving very quickly. Has that one Lava Hound out front doing the tanking, which is really all he needs at this point. Those lava pups are about to start engaging other lava pups, which he needs them to go down because he needs the cleanup troops. But hopefully his last Lava Hound will explode, which looks like probably will, with a couple of point defense on it right here. Right there, that last lava pup goes down, but look, there's nothing on the bottom. He can go ahead and drop a minion down there if he wants to, but there's nothing on the bottom cleaning up at this point. There goes the Lava Hound that he needs to pop. He's got one more, excuse me, 2. I didn't know there was 2 in there. Both of them actually end up exploding, which is perfect. Gives him that group of pups that he needs for the cleanup. Right there, they get those last few defenses taken care of, and now it is just about the cleanup. They get the king cake taken out and work their way back down. He's got the minion that he had in the bag, and the balloons are on the high HP up top, so it worked out pretty well, actually. Really nice attack, and again, so many penta attacks. So guys, don't sleep on it. Don't forget about it. It is still out there. All right, moving down a few here. Let's look at Carnage taking out a number 13 Big Ray 123 and some dragon attacks for you guys. I don't know why I like showing these so much. I think it's just because we went forever without ever seeing a Town Hall 9 dragon attack that was successful, and with the update we get to see it now. So it's just a little bit of a change of pace. That's nice to see. This is a Zap Quake, a double Zap Quake, using 4 lightning spells, 2 quakes, taking out 2 air defenses, then Queen Walking for a 3rd and 4th air defense. I love this Queen Walk here. Neither of those were really accessible, but he opens it up with wall breakers, creates a little funnel with a few wizards, and then just walks his way right into the last 2 air defenses, which is perfect. Has 7 dragons, I think 8 dragons, 1 in the CC. So that is all he needs to clean up a base with no air defense. So right here you see she gets the 3rd one taken down, stutter steps back and gets that mortar, but then goes back in, and she's heading straight towards that next one as soon as she can. Still has her ability, but really doesn't need it too much here. There's not a lot of damage coming her way. Only 1 point defense right there on her, so she's getting pretty much kept up, even with that pesky air sweeper. The Lava Hound does come out here, so she is going to have to deal with that, but already sending in those dragons up top. All of the air defense down the bottom half is taken care of. Carnage knows that by the time those dragons get there, the Queen will have done her deed, taken out all of those pups and the last air defense that she needs to get to there. So she's about half health and just sort of maintaining at this point. Only 1 point defense on her, plus a little bitty bit of damage coming from that Lava Hound, but very little. Right there, as soon as it explodes, Carnage uses that ability. She's in good shape now. She's completely invisible. The healers are healing her back up. All those pups are going down. And then, as you can see, the dragons taking out the Queen very quickly, just moving their way through the top. Here she goes. She's finally onto that air defense, and boom, it goes down. All is well in the world for Carnage. The King is being engaged here, but still, she's only got 1 point defense on her and a little bit of damage coming from that King, and he actually sort of backs off for a moment. She does go down, but gets the King down at the same time, but the damage is done. All the air defense are taken care of. The dragons are moving their way through. There's only a few defenses that can really hurt them left. A few skeletons pop, but dragons deal with those skeletons really easily. We'll fast forward a little bit here. Looks like 3 dragons left. Which is going to be plenty with only 1 point defense. A couple of bombs hit that one right there, delete it, but no big deal. Last Archer Tower goes down. Carnage with a 3-star. Nice attack. Okay, moving on again. Number 16, our boy Warren, taking it out with a Go Vaho and doing it with 4 quakes, opening the thing up. Now, what I thought was interesting about this attack, we've talked so many times about in the Go Valo and Go Vaho videos that the only threat to your Valks, even if you're willing to spend a heal on them, is the CC troops. The King and Queen can't deal with them. No amount of point defense can deal with them. They will take everything down except for those CC troops. But with Warren selecting to go with the Quake spells to open this base up, he has no poison spell for it. So he's just got to deal with it. He doesn't even have a rage spell, just the heal spell. So gets the funnel created very nicely, opens it up with wall breakers. Everything starts to move in here, and here comes the Valks. Drops them down. They start to beat through the wall. I think he had a little bit of a wall breaker malfunction, or just had one that he didn't drop, actually. But they beat through it, no problem. And here they come. Now, here come the CC troops. Watch these Valks, and it's just a bunch of archers, but watch these Valks go away. Even with that heal spell, they just start getting deleted one at a time. Boom, boom, boom. You cannot heal through, you can't do it. You got to have a golem out front. You got to have something out front. Those Valks can't be being targeted because when the smoke clears here, he has no Valks left, and his king is in big trouble. He's having to deal with archers one at a time. Giant bomb goes off. The queen comes over. He goes down. The golems are getting roasted. Look at the queen. She's almost dead. Has to go ahead and use that ability. When I saw this, I thought this is a 3-star. I mean, I was shocked because look, he's only got like 15 hogs. Starts deploying those from the top, but luckily the queen takes out the enemy queen, and this golem just gets in there and does enough tanking to make the difference. All the hogs coming in from the top and the side. They're sort of getting away from that king as quickly as possible. The queen is just, I mean, look at the life. She just barely has any life left, but luckily he gets focused onto that king, starts beating him down. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. The hogs are working their way through. Has the one more heal spell. The queen finally takes out the king. And one more shot here. Takes him out. A few hogs left and a few defenses left. So close. Drops that last heal spell down. Has the queen. Luckily, they're targeting the hogs. Otherwise, if that Tesla would have targeted her, she would have been done. But has her for cleanup. Has a few wizards for cleanup. And just a few hogs, which is just enough with the extra time. Warren gets it done. But I thought that was a good illustration of what I've been telling you guys about forever. Is that those Valks, as tanky as they are, even with a heal, you do not want to deal with CC troops with them. You want to have a plan for them, get it taken out somehow, some way, at least get that golem or king out front so that they're not targeting your Valks. But still, excellent attack by Orin. Through all the opposition, gets the 3-star. All right. Next one we're going to look at is Garsk taking on number 18 and doing it with a beautiful queen walk. I thought this was a good one to show. We just did the queen walk video, and this is a really, really nice queen walk. Because it has 5 healers, actually, which is a lot. For a queen walk, but he plans on getting into this base, and so sometimes you need that. Dropping some minions down just for some free, and archers for some free buildings, and also to help create this funnel with the minions up top. Queen goes down, all those healers on her, so she's in good shape here. Just making sure she's going to go the direction he wants her to, which is down. And right there, they take out that spell factory, and that is that. She is going to head that way. So the cannon's on her, or archer tower is about to be on her, but just encountering these one at a time for the most part, so no big deal. Right here, she steps up. She can reach that first air defense right there, so gets it taken care of. Boom, it goes down. The Tesla even pops. She can reach that as well. See how quickly it starts taking down there. And he goes ahead and uses the ability here as opposed to a rage spell, which is fine. I mean, I'm going to show you another attack that I did when I used that. I know the general rule I told you was to use the ability for CC troops and use the rage for the heroes and point defense and all that. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes the plan is not for the queen to take out the CC troops. So if you're going to do that, use the ability whenever you want to. Wall breakers come in, open it up, and I love what he's done. He's taking out one air defense here already. As he comes down, he's got these minions creating the funnel so the queen will actually walk in, and he is going to get 2 more air defenses. You can see she can walk in there and get that much. And look how much of the base is she's taken out. I mean, 35%, and not like a low number of defenses, and is going to get more. So right here, drops the rage down, gets that air defense taken care of, and in just a moment, she's going to be dealing with that king, but no problem going to get that taken care of. Here come the CC troops, but here's what I'm talking about. If he had and he has the poison, which slows it down, but wouldn't the ability have been better here? He has to go ahead and drop another rage spell, so 2 rages right there. I mean, that's what they were there for, but had he used the ability right there, I don't think he would even have to use that other rage. Not a big deal, but it does illustrate the point that I think that the rage earlier would have been better and now. But you can do it both ways, guys, just as long as you know what you're doing. It's just a general rule. It's not like, oh my God, he didn't, save his ability for the CC troops. But anyways. Gets the 3rd air defense taken care of. Now only 1 air defense left up top there. And as you can see, he's got a couple of lava hounds he's going to drop in and then just swarm it with balloons coming at it from that top side. Everything's getting some balloons on it, and a lot of traps there, a lot of bombs. Drops that poison for those air skeletons, which I think is pretty smart. And his hounds just get melted, but just long enough. Look at there. There's the balloons. The air defense is down. It gets exploded just in time, really. Gets a few of those pups for cleanup, and the balloons are closing in on all of those defenses there. The queen's still walking her way through. Huge value for that queen walk. I mean, she has just done so much this attack. And then the last few defenses being taken out by those balloons right there. Boom. 3-star. Excellent attack by Garsk. All right. Here's another one. And I'm throwing this one in. It's mine. I don't usually do this, but it seems like you guys normally like it when I do. And meant to do a live attack this war, but did not, just absolutely did not have time to do it. So I thought this would substitute. Going up against Ivan is a cleanup attack, so I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what everything was. I knew there was a lava hound in the CC, so I had no intention of sending my queen that way. I had the Valks and all that to go in there and deal with the queen, with all the stuff that's there. There's a Tesla farm over there. But the goal of the queen here is to take out the king, because that's a level 30 king. And I went ahead and did use the ability, like I told you guys sort of not to do. But I knew that the queen was not going to be engaging the CC troops or anything like that, or even any point defense. Look, she's going north. She's only going to be encountering 1 point of defense at a time. So there's no reason for a rage or anything for her like that. So she's going to go around. The reason I wanted her to go up top is between that 3 o'clock air defense and that cannon. Right above it, there was a double bomb set. So her job is to nullify that. You'll see it get triggered after everything's done in the raid and it's cleanup time. But that's her job. Take out the king and then head up there and take out that double bomb set. So there she is. She's going. I dropped the golem on the left side. Drop the wizards to create my funnel, and then here in just a moment, drop the king and the Valks to go in and start taking out that town hall, because it's a high HP building in the way. But from there, drop the jump right into that queen, and the Tesla farm is right there between that wizard tower and the expo. So you're going to see them popping here in just a moment. I wanted everything right there. I want to take it all out. You see the queen over there. She's about got her mission accomplished, taking that air defense out half the battle. There's the lava hound coming out of the CC. No big deal. Don't even care about it. That rage and that heal for the Valks and for the king and all of that. I dropped a few hogs in there just to help them take out that Tesla farm and those wizards a little bit quicker. And then here come the hogs up top, just sort of spreading them out surgical style. A little bit for each defense, dropping this heal spell down right there on the X-bow and all that, where I knew they would slow down and congregate. And then from there, a few more on the backside. But as you can see, this one went down really, really quickly. I don't think the hogs have even encountered a giant bomb yet. So that's always a good, excuse me, that's always a good sign when it goes that way. The lava hound finally explodes here towards the end. All the defenses are dead, so no big deal. Don't even care about that. The queen's still continuing on. There's the double bomb set that I was trying to negate, which obviously worked, and that's the 3-star. Hope you guys liked it. All right, one more, and we will wrap this one up. There's only a 30 versus 30 war, so there are only a few more attacks. Dr. Godzilla taking on Potter. You guys all know Potter. His base getting wrecked here, and doing it again with dragons. I know we already saw a dragon attack, but hey, we don't get to see him that often. I like it. Dropping a minion down, starting to create that funnel, and doing a zap quake on this one, right up there by the queen. Just go ahead and drop in the earthquake spell and letting that minion do its thing. And as the queen comes down, just going to wait till she gets close to the air defense, just to get a little extra damage on her. I mean, it's just smart. It's not going to kill her, but it is going to, hurt her. It is a level 30 queen, so not a bad idea at all. Right there, she steps on it. Boom, boom. Couple lightning spells in her face. Good idea there by Dr. Godzilla. Coming in from the bottom with a couple of golems, the jump spell, wizards creating that funnel, and the king going in up there. His goal here is obviously to get to those air defenses, and with the queen coming in there as well, I like the way he placed the jump. It forced everything to the right side, so they're all going to funnel to that third, fourth, whatever you want to call it, that right side air defense, knowing that the queen and the wizards are going to shoot over the wall and get that one towards the middle there. So no big deal there. Now the queen is locked onto the lava hound here, which kind of stinks, but she'll get taken down here in a few moments. The lava hound, excuse me, the golems going towards that. You see they're triggering giant bombs, but more importantly, the golems themselves can take out that air defense. They'll get locked on it when they start exploding, does damage. They're in pretty good shape. So right here, the lava hound finally explodes. The king actually beats through that wall, gets to the other air defense. And as you can see on the right side, there goes the last air defense. So now 8 dragons, no air defenses left. A lot of defenses already taken down. You see they're still doing work. The king's still up. The queen's still up. Still has her ability. So that's great. Still has a rage and a haste for those dragons as well. So right there, drops that first rage. As soon as they get to that little Tesla farm there, they're going to burn through that as soon as they get raged up right there really, really fast. So all that goes down. Maybe a little bit too far ahead on that rage. Could have got that down a little quicker, save some damage, but no big deal. And they're still raged up as they reach the queen there. One breath from all of them. Boom, she's gone. And now the only thing left to deal with is a few archer towers and an expo. But these dragons are going to get the job done. It's a minute and 30 seconds, so we are going to fast forward because dragons are slow, but they are powerful because that's a lot of base left for just those dragons. But as I said, they get the job done. Coming down here, only the real archer tower is the only real threat at this point, and any giant bomb or any air traps that are remaining. But as soon as the archer tower goes down, then it's just clean up, a few more storages, and that is the 3-star. Good job to Dr. Godzilla. All right, guys, that is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a fun, epic war. I mean, these come down to the wire every time. In fact, Prime had the lead for a lot of the war. I guess, what can you say besides 2 stars win wars? All right, guys, until next time, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.